Okay, Aries, this is medicine. I'm going to go ahead and try to adjust this a little bit here because I want you to be able to see everything that's going on with this camera. Okay, I hope that works. And if it doesn't, then I'll just go ahead and show you what's what. But this is going to be a reading for the month of March for all you Aries. I'm really excited about this, and I really feel like it would be a great new way into the upcoming months. So, without further ado, we will begin. The way this is going to work is there are going to be 3 cards, and each card, each set of 3 cards will talk about a week, and there will be some overlapping, there will be some overlay of how the cards interact with one another. This is kind of something that I am just now starting to do, so I will be learning a lot through this process, and I'll try to interpret everything for you as best as I possibly can. Yeah, we'll make sure that everything, and if you have any questions, then of course I'm always kind of here to help you, to help figure things out. So, and I'll be sure to kind of show you the cards as I go along and kind of see what works. So, we're going to try this out, we're going to see how it works, and hopefully it works out for the best. And yeah. So, let's start with the first week of March. Actually, that's that time of transitioning. So the first week of March is going to begin you with the 5 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the 7 of Cups. So, in the first week of March, what I'm seeing is that there's going to be this time of outcast, this time where you're probably put out for something, out of something. Some of you Arians, you might end up getting removed from a situation. If you're going to college, if you are employed or at a job, there's going to be a situation where you're being put out. Okay, where you're going to feel outcasted, you're going to be put out. And it's more probably to do with an organization or a career or a job, or in this case even churches can come in. This is kind of like the 5 of Pentacles is kind of very spirit in matter form. So, but I'm seeing here that what's going on is there's going to be your guide. A guide is going to come in, is going to come to you in a physical form. And some words are going to be exchanged there. And it's going to cause you to, you're going to have this epiphany that you have all these different choices now. I'm seeing this as a good thing. I'm seeing you being removed from whatever, if it's a job, if it's or some sort of organization. I'm seeing your removal from that to be a good thing, because you're going to feel like you have all these new places that you can go and things that you can do, new relationships that you can manifest, that you can create in your world, because you are no more tied in. You're no longer tied in with that career, that job, that organization, that community, whatever the case might be. You're no longer tied in there. And someone's going to come along and offer you some new information that could actually help you on your journey. But in the first week there, it's going to be very important, because you're going to feel like you have so many different options, and you're going to feel spread. You're going to feel spread, and you're going to feel very confused about what options that you have. So it's going to be very important for you to focus in on an option, to kind of hone in your emotions and your dreams and your aspirations, and all these things are coming up. It's going to be a very important time for you to kind of focus in. you're going to need to really focus in on what's happening. You're going to have to focus in, and you're going to have to figure out something that is going to work with you more than what all the different options that you have. I'm sure you got a lot of great ones, and you're just kind of all over the map with it right now. And you're really going to have to work on focusing in on something that is going to benefit you most. You're going to have to work on focusing in. And so that's kind of the idea in the first week. And then we get to the second week, and in the second week we have the Judgment card, we have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is a good time for you in the second week. The second week is saying, I have allowed everything that does not serve me anymore to be released from my world, be released from my energetic bodies, be released from my physical body, be released from my material world. I've allowed it to now be released, and I have said goodbye to it and farewell to it, and it is now back in the universe where it can be healed. But the major point here is that you're letting go. So the second week comes along, and it looks like you're going to be letting go of that which no longer serves you, which it seems that is financially putting you in a very good direction, that you're going to be able to manage things in a way of career or wealth, in a wealth way, in a materialistic way, career, wealth, your health, in a good way, prosperity in a very good way. And it seems to me, what I'm seeing here is that you felt trapped. There was this part of you that really felt confined and trapped in a space from before, and that now you're like really truly free of it. You truly are free of it. The only thing that's holding you back now are your thoughts. Your thoughts are what's holding you back now. So you're gonna have to really get around that. You're gonna have to really, I don't want to say get around it. That's not the right word. Scratch that. Cancel. You don't want to get around it. You want to work through that. Okay? You want to understand why these thoughts are coming up for you, and you want to lay them to rest and understand that they are only thoughts, because you no longer have things that don't serve you in your life no more. In the beginning of March here, you no longer have things that don't serve you in your life anymore. The only thing that's left that's not serving you is that which is in your mind. So your mind is taking you on a whirlpool of thoughts that aren't necessarily true and probably are not true and really hold no power to them, yet it's still in your mind. And therefore it's still holding sway over you. So you're gonna have to realize, let that go. So that's going to be the overall picture here for the second week for you. But it's going to be a great time for you. You're going to be in a great position of managing a new skill, not even a new skill, but managing a skill, a career, your wealth, things that have already manifested in your life. It's going to be a great time for you you're going to feel more focused in on that, and you're going to feel more methodical. You're going to feel like you have more of a focused way in which to do something, rather than rushing in and doing things, that are not going to work out for your benefit. This is going to be a time where you're going to feel like you have more time for time, where you're going to feel like you have more time to slow down and kind of take things step by step. But realize that your thoughts are going to have a heavy impact on what happens for you in the days to come. And that's very apparent here as I awaken the third week of March. I get the Six of Swords, I get the Ace of Cups, and I get the Star. And the Six of Swords is in reverse, which means that you're probably not going to have any help. It's going to be very hard for you to get to the other side. You're going to be looking for something. There's a missing piece there. You know what it is, and you're going to try to find it, but you're not going to have any help in finding it. And it means that you're not going to have any help in finding it. You're not going to necessarily have a clear way to get across to the other side of figuring out what that information is, what that message is, what that item is, or that subject is, that you're trying to figure out right now. You're not going to have a clear way of figuring that out, and you're going to have to figure it out using your own resourcefulness. And part of the reason that it's going to be a little hard for you to figure it out is because you're still in your mind here, thinking things that have been projected into your world, or things that you have believed about yourself into your world, but things that hold no more sway over you. So this is what happens when we are truly clear and free of something, and yet our mind, these days we've allowed our minds to be so powerful that they take over. Okay? Physically, emotionally, spiritually, you're fine. Mentally, your mind needs some adjustment, and you need to remember that your mind is an instrument, is an advisor to you, and it does not define who you are. You define who you are. So you remember those things as you go by, and because this is gonna send you for a little bit of a trip, and you're gonna have to figure out ways on your own, and it's gonna be a little bit of a difficult ride. But luckily, we got the Ace of Cups here, who is bringing in that new emotional energy, new energy with the emotions, new energy with your emotions. So your emotions, it seems to be there's going to be some new emotions coming back in, new dreams that are going to be coming back in. Your vision is going to seem new and clear. It's going to be freshly expressed. Your psychic energy is going to be, there's going to be some new energies of that coming in for you. I see that. I see new relationships starting to manifest for you as we go through the week, as we go through the third week of March. There's going to be some new relationships that manifest for you there. It's going to be up to you to understand that your guiding light with the Star card is going to be guiding you, and you're going to really need to tap into your intuition in the third week. You're going to have to tap into your intuition. Get out of your logical mind. Get out of that which is logical and rational, and get out of the left brain. Let your left brain take a rest or take a back seat, and allow yourself to connect with your right brain that is all about the intuition and the imagination and your gut instinct, which is really where you create things from, Aries. Aries, you create best from your gut instinct than you do when you're allowing thoughts to overflow your mind. You create best when you can trust in your instincts. This is going to be a new time for you to be able to trust in those instincts, some new relationships, some new emotions, a new guiding light. A guiding light, your guiding light is going to come your way. I don't want to say a new guiding light, but your guiding light is going to come through to help you towards the end of the week, which is going to be a good thing for you. And then as we get into the last week, we get the Two of Wands. We get the Queen of Swords in reverse. And we get the Queen of Pentacles upright. So what I'm seeing for you here in the last week is that you're going to have a choice to make. And there's going to be some energies there. I don't necessarily want to say opposing energies, but sure, some are going to be a bit of opposing. There's going to be someone trying to control how you do things. Aries, you know best when you follow your own direction and not try to follow the directions of others. Be your own person. That's my advice here to you, because the Queen of Swords is going to kind of be bringing out a situation. It's not going to be able to give you things in that good way. Whoever the Queen of Swords is in your life, if it's an energy that's coming in, if it's a mental energy that's kind of stopping you here with the Eight of Swords in reverse, kind of connecting with your swords, your mental thoughts, the things that you're mentally thinking about yourself. So you're manifesting someone in your world towards the end of the week who's going to be negative. It's going to feel bad. It's going to feel draining and dense to you. I'd be on the lookout of that. This is what happens when we allow our mental minds to go to do what is not within the best intentions of ourselves. Is, we manifest people into our world who are going to reflect what our thoughts are. So this person is reflecting what your thoughts are. You may be building some resistance against them, you might not, but know that this person is reflecting what your true thoughts are about yourself and your world, and they're probably going to say some things that are going to hit a hot button for you. And they're probably going to seem very micromanaging and someone that's trying to tell you what to do. So know that this time you have to be more about yourself, and you have to trust and believe in yourself. These can switch around. If you learn to trust and believe in your intuition, it's going to be very important for you. The Queen of Pentacles, however, is coming in towards the end of the week, and the Queen of Pentacles is there to help you financially. So if you got this new array of emotions, romance, relationships coming in, you've got a new way of dreaming, new psychic abilities, all that coming in your way. The Queen of Pentacles here seems to be going to be helping you with how to manifest things on a physical world. Okay, so she's going to teach you, she's going to show you how to kind of bring things out of the spiritual and into the physical. She's going to be really good with teaching you how to manage money, how to take care of your health, giving you the tools to work really good, practical tools towards your new career. She's going to ask you to slow down a little bit. She's going to ask you to slow down, take your time, take steps, be very methodical. Because that's the energy that's coming in that's going to need to happen in order for you to get to that next stage as you pass into the month of April. Generally, I see here a very good reading. I'm seeing that your financial path this week, your career, your goal, your health, your wealth this week, on a physical level, is all leading you into a good place. I'm even seeing that when I cross-reference things. I'm seeing I get out of this situation, I have a clearer, more better understanding in how to manage money, how to manage my life, how to manage my material gains, and I have my guiding light, which is the Star card, to lead me in that direction. I'm seeing with the Seven of Cups, the same thing crossing here. With the Seven of Cups, I'm seeing dreams happening. I'm seeing I have a lot of options. And I'm seeing I'm finding practical ways once I make a decision on how to on which option that I want to take, which dream that I want to go after, which relationship I want to be in. It's gonna clear me up, and it's gonna count more towards my wealth and my material gain and my traditions and my possessions. But I'm seeing here too is that this is going to be a self journey for you, because you're still going to be in your head. So I can cross-reference these things all day long, but obviously the message that's really coming through for you for the month of March, Aries, is that you're really gonna want to figure out where your mind is versus where everything else is. Where is my mental body versus my emotional versus my spiritual versus my physical? Because you want those to all be in alignment. But this is good that this is coming out, because whatever it is that's going on in your mind, know that it's coming to the surface because it's something that is ready to be healed, and you are now equipped to heal it. We get Gaia's dragon coming out here. Gaia's dragon, you can see Gaia there, goddess of fertility, goddess of the earth, and her green dragon coming out there. I'm just going to set that right there in the center for you. I am a little familiar with Gaia's dragon, and I've had this come up before for some. But as always, I would love to read to you a little bit about her and how she can help you manifest your world this month. So this month, you might really want to work with Gaia and her dragon this month. So Gaia and her dragon speak. Here are voices, male and female, coiling through and around each other as we speak as one. We are Gaia and her dragon, and we are one being, though separate, just as your divine union will be. Think of the beauty of love making with a partner, the harmony and balance, the yielding and the chase. That which we represent through our perfect union is the divine marriage, the blissful soulmate experience that so many beings long for. True marriage does not mean becoming the same being. Look at how apparently different we are, and yet within that is protection and care, fertility and new growth, heaven and earth joined together. Is the sky the same as the earth you walk on? No. but look at their harmonious relationship. In exactly the same way, your divine union will not be with one who is the same as you, but you will, when brought into divine marriage and perfect balance, provide each other with a home and unity and love, and you will bring out what is best within and without the other. The dragon loves and protects Gaia. Gaia adores her dragon, who is the heavens, and will bring forth new life as a result of this union. You are loved and have on this planet and within the celestial realm a perfect and divine partner. Beyond history, past lives, and future lives lies the divine union. It is and will be yours. So a little bit about Gaia and her dragon here. Gaia is the reproductive goddess energy of this planet, and her dragon is the cosmos, the atmospheric and celestial energy within which she interacts and dwells. Each needs the other to be, not to survive, but to be. She and he are in divine accord and union and represent the marriage of heaven and earth. She is the cycles of the planet. He is the seasons of the universe. Together they create a new world and a new life and bring about hope. Their love for each other is steady, constant, with harmonious and different energies blending beautifully together. Theirs is a peaceful and passionate love, and to each other they are eternally true. Bringing into balance matters on the earth and matters of the heavens, balance of the celestial and terrestrial union between man and woman, beloved child, pregnancy, fertility, creations coming to fruition, meeting true lovers who are faithful, caring and protective, understanding your own sexual nature, and being free to be who you are. Balance of masculine and feminine in your world are some of the divinatory meanings here. When working with Gaia and her dragon, bring to your life your innate gift for relationships. Ask Gaia and her dragon for their assistance in allowing each person in a relationship to be fully themselves, and yet be in perfect relationship with each other. Know that your relationships can be also true, steadfast, and sacred, and that integrity in relationships is valued, prized, and to be kept sacred. Gaia will assist you in bringing forth ideas, even children, and can be considered a wonderful goddess to call on for fertility. Her dragon will assist in calling forth male beings who are honorable, trustworthy, strong, and passionate. He is able to care for and protect without ever attempting to mute her power and creativity. Such partnerships can exist for you too, if you allow them into your life with Gaia and her dragon's help. So Gaia and her dragon sounds like a great thing to work with. This is the idea of the within and without also, right? Our world within us, and it reflects our universe, right? And so dwelling within our universe as our universe dwells within our world. And so it's just that divine union there that's going on with us. And it's the same divine union that we can also have with our relationships. That divine loving union that we all seek to have at the end of the day. Well, I hope this information was very helpful to you for the month of March, my dear Aries. I love you with all my heart, and I truly do hope that you have a divine month. I look forward to seeing you in any of the daily readings or the weekly readings that come up for March. And I say with a loving heart, bless you on your journeys, on your path. And thank you for joining us in Circle today. Aho mataku ase.